Hello, world. It's Friday, the 27th of November, 2020. Present time, according to this little thing, is 7:23 a.m. And today, I'm no longer streaming to Facebook. It's because the service that I use in order to get my stream going out to multiple platforms requires a paid subscription in order to push to Facebook. And I'm evaluating a bit. I want to decide whether it's worthwhile to keep pushing out to Facebook at all, or if I ought to just limit myself to one platform. Almost the end of the year. Gotta mix things up a bit. It should also be noted, I can hear thunder, you may be able to hear it too, maybe not. So if we lose power, we lose power. I hope that doesn't happen. We're just chatting, but that's fine. I slept really early last night. Got back home at something like maybe 8:30, 8:45. And I just laid down and slept. And woke up this morning something like 3:30-ish. In the wee hours. Spent a little bit of time checking out the markets, see if there was anything that I ought to pick up. At the moment, I'm thinking that I just gotta kick the tires on what I've got right now first before I try to make it better. I really need to evaluate where I'm at. Anywho, gonna run my grinder. You may want to turn down the sound a bit. Is that it? More like it. Hey, haircutter, good morning. And you are right. This is relatively early. It's a relatively early start to the day. How was your Thanksgiving? For you, yeah. It's starting to get a little light out here. Alexa, sunrise.
Sunrise on Friday, November 27th was 7:01 a.m.
So sunrise happened just about half an hour ago. This is kind of like where I saw myself, where I figured I would like to end up eventually, just waking up, beating the sun. You know, instead of, yeah, it's just better. So Paul's already been out for his walk. We were out there maybe 5:30, 6, by 6 o'clock or so, came back. Yeah, the reason for the lack of light in the window is because it's raining. It's just too bad. That means I'm gonna have to wait a while longer before I do a burn, but it's okay. It's okay. I didn't want to rush it anyhow. No rush. You want things to be nice and dry. You weren't the only one who tried your banana bread. That's good. How was it received? The stuffing I made was well received. My brother took some. Let's speak with that person. Must have been a decent sized gathering then. Nice. Yeah, I didn't bring anything home. Just left it with my folks. I'd kind of expected to hang out longer, but I guess I'm at least partly at fault for the abrupt end of the night. I could have waited to say my little bit. Had a slight incident. It was fairly minor, but it's also patterns of behavior. And I felt like addressing it, wound up in a little bit of excitement. Sometimes I've got to just bide my time, I suppose. I thought it was relevant to everyone there, so it's fine. Happened. It's over. Probably around 20 people. Hot damn. Hey, Bloody Zolos, thank you. Same to you. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. What, if anything, are you looking out for today, Black Friday, Cyber Monday? Me, I'm really only looking out for new phones at this point. Like for sure new phones, but otherwise. Anyhow, going back to the question, haircutter, you asked who did I get into it with? So there was a situation. I'm walking outside after dinner with my brother and my sister, and we're walking around the neighborhood with Paul. And I kind of lead them along this path. And as we're heading back towards the house, I was walking and I noticed a dog coming down the sidewalk that Paul's also traveling down. Paul is, as is tradition, roaming around without his leash on. Now this is the first, I want to say it was the first other dog that we saw throughout this walk. Anyhow, this other dog is coming towards Paul. Paul's on the sidewalk, and it's a bigger dog. It's a German Shepherd. I try calling Paul, like, "Hey, Paul, come," and he doesn't respond. He's just standing alert, looking at this German Shepherd. I had to cross around a car to get over to him. So I get over to him. He doesn't seem to want to move for the moment, so I decide, okay, I'll just join him. So I kind of get a hold of him. It's not like he was charging at the German Shepherd, he's just standing there. So, okay, I come next to Paul. Paul's here, so come here, dummy. I'm gonna use you for reference. Hope you don't mind. Alright, so it's like this. Right, just the two of us. Oh, can you sit? Alright, this is a good sit. Alright. So kind of like this. I'm on the other side though. So here. Just holding on to him like this, yeah? And then the man walking the German Shepherd comes quite close. As it were, we are standing on the sidewalk right in front of the house that they were about to walk into. I didn't know this. But you know, they kind of check each other out a little bit. The German Shepherd gets really close and kind of, I would say it was testing Paul. Yeah. It wasn't like a nice thing, right? But we just like, whoa, okay, everything was fine. Man walks into the house with this German Shepherd, but he was also walking with this woman, and she's got a smaller dog, Paul-sized, all dressed up with like No, it's wearing clothes. It's cute. It's a cute little dog. And she doesn't go into the house with the man. Instead, she hangs out outside. So I don't know the relationship. Maybe it's just somebody else in the neighborhood. But her dog and Paul are getting along pretty well. She asks what type of dog he is, and that's it really. It's like, oh yeah, he's a Yorkie. So she continues down the sidewalk. Paul and I move on up the sidewalk, and as we're like leaving the front of this guy's house, I hear somebody call out from inside of the house, put your dog on a leash. And I look, I see that there are 3 people inside of the house. They've got the lights on, the blinds are open, and it's like these 2 guys and a woman. And I don't know who said it. I don't know who said, hey, put your dog on a leash. But I had a recent incident that I won't relay right now. It's about dog on leash. I responded back. I said, kind of silly statement. I said, put your mom on a leash, your mother on a leash, and then I kept walking while mumbling a bit like these fucks, But what got me was my brother's response. Now I will go back to making coffee. Preparing my coffee. So my brother was quite upset. He was, I don't know what got him all worked up, but he was like, yeah, you should have him on a leash, You should keep Paul on a leash. He was agreeing with this, whoever shouted out to me from that house while we were walking, and I didn't care for it. I didn't argue with him. Went back inside. My sister, I can't even remember. I'll have to. I think she was also. I can't really remember. I just know my brother was very much like, yeah, you should have him on a leash. Anyhow. MediaTek. Bloody Zealous, not aware. I can take a look into it. What is it? What about it excites you? I'm not aware. Anyway, we talked about it a bit after getting back inside. We were sitting down having desserts, and I wanted to talk about it and just point out, like, well, this is the, because I didn't like what my brother did. And then he shared his perspective of the events that happened. Kind of told things from his perspective. He said that he couldn't really see much. He heard some sounds, but he couldn't really see. I did not share my perspective at the time, which in hindsight, I probably should have led with my perspective so that he would have a better understanding of why his response was particularly bothersome in the moment. Had it been more like, hey, what happened back there? And then a response, I probably wouldn't have objected the way it did. Anyhow, after that, went our separate ways. Which is too bad, because he brought over the Switch. We're gonna play some video games together for old time's sake. And even bust it out. sister does all this stuff. Hey, Football, you hungry? Do you want foods? You do. You want foods. What a surprise. You know what? You like food? No, haircutter. I wasn't the one that bailed. But, you know, my brother, he got, I don't know if it was this particular thing, that we talked about it, and, you know, he said his piece, didn't really try to seek my perspective. I don't know if it was this that caused him to leave, but he left shortly thereafter. And then what was it? Oh yeah, because I said some things that, you know, I said something that was maybe a little painting with too broad of a brush. And then, you know, I was pretty down with all of it too. So shortly after he left, I also said, all right, I'm out. Just took off for the night. My sister sent me a message in the late 11-ish, 11:30-ish last night. Was this God a woman? And if so, what does she look like? This name, I don't know this name. It doesn't conjure up a mental image for me. Sorry. Jay, good morning. And Korean friend on YouTube, I can't read Hangul, sorry. I am just a dumb American. Haircutter, you wrote that about city ordinance, breaking blood. Oof. Yeah. So in our case, we don't live in the city proper. This is suburbia, and it's. I think, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty damn sure that I'm outside of the county proper, such that you go to like some, I don't know, if you just go right up the street a little bit, there are bars that'll let you smoke indoors. You don't have that in the city. I think in the county. So we're just on this, like, just at the really, really edge of it all. So rules here are a little different. You know, there's like you try to be a good neighbor, I guess. And the thing with this whole dog situation, I don't know that it was actually the man that was walking the German Shepherd that decided to make a little snipe out the window. It could have been his son or something. Anyhow, it happened. It happened. It's over. We're still in one piece. Yeah, everybody's fine. There was no blood. You know, just a little testing. That's fine. Dogs do that. People do that. People test each other all the time. Hey, Paul. You ready? Oh, hey, look, we got all this. We gotta take this back to the store. Rain's coming down harder. Hungry? Come. Food? I'm thankful. You are in one piece. I am in one piece. This feeling, sometimes feelings get hurt. Right. Go to bed. It's coming down harder. I'm sure it'll pass. It always does. Good boy, stay. Made it rain for you, hair cutter. But not too sudden like. Hey, good boy. You are a good boy. Yes. Okay. I'll take your food. Well, you know, if it keeps up, we might lose power here. So don't be surprised if suddenly things go dark. How's the weather treating you, hair cutter? You missing Florida? In fact, Florida, yeah. I'm kind of curious how all that went too. Well, it's really coming down now. Everything's gonna be soaked. I think this rain is bringing cooler temperatures here. Ooh. And it's just gonna be raining all day today. Nice. It's probably gonna rain tomorrow. Cool. Nice. Thunderstorm. Hair cutter. It's sometimes we lose power when it storms. Yeah. So, like, I would probably do well to invest in some battery backup, especially if I'm going to be retaining more data here. In fact, maybe that's something I'll look out for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Just look for things to keep my system safe. Okay. Little incident with the rental. Okay. And yeah, we can chat sometime. It'd be good to catch up, I suppose. Oh, whoa. That was a bright flash. Our first family dog the only family dog I suppose we've had, was very, very. She would be terrified of thunder. Anytime she heard thunder, she would run upstairs and she'd go and pee on the rug. Paul's pretty good about it. Thunder, he doesn't mind. Fireworks, he's all right too. You're a very brave little boy. Brave boy, Wolf, Paul. Sure. Yeah. Staring down German shepherds. Salties, huh? I'm inclined not to turn on the workstation. I'm going to spend some time with computers though today. It's what I had intended to do yesterday. Are we ready? Oh, are you lucky? Let's see. What can I do here? I'm looking around. Let's do this. Okay. Let's see. Oh, excuse that. All right, I'm gonna set this here for a bit. So you might enjoy that sight. I'll be right back. You know what? This is a better shot. Just looking out for you. Enjoy the view. Back where you know it. My pleasure.
think that's a little better. Yeah.
You're a good kid. Fear no storm. to smell this? No. Alright. rain let up. Alright. And that means it's time for us to bust a move. That's what we do. Right, Paul? Alright. Because I know I'm gonna put in a little bit of time in this space. Gotta get things buttoned up a bit here. More than a bit. Who am I kidding? Like, really buttoned up. So, here we go. Need a minute. All right, let's go. Oh, woo! Don't panic. Don't panic, boy. When you panic, bad things may happen. I need you to be the calm little killer you are. Panicking is for birds. It was you. Just testing here. So, don't mind me. Check. Gear check. Gear check. 1, 2. Oh, that's bright. Looks a little different now. Yeah, let's see now. It would be really nice to get that other thing in play, but it's okay. It's okay. Quick experiments. In fact, I'm going to close this up. I've got plenty of light to work with here. I can see. So, hair cutter. Glad you enjoyed. I'm glad you enjoyed looking at that stormy weather. I just happened to be here. It's not every day, but we sure get a lot more of it than you guys do. Alright, no PI leak there, no PI leak there. Yeah, for now I've got these lights on the floor. I'm experimenting with them. I may just playing around with my lighting setup and kind of evaluating. I played around with a few light panels, and so far I think these are the ones that I'm going to work with for now. However, they have fans, so like I'm listening to them both whirring away right now, and it's kind of annoying. I'd rather have fanless. Like, with fans are okay for something that, you know, you're just setting up for a little bit. It's really temporal, but if I'm going to be around fans all the time, I can't stand them. I like things quiet. So quiet you can hear a pin drop. You can hear church mice. So, I don't know. I don't know about these ones. They're nice though. They're bright. They get real bright. I'm gonna leave them there for now. Maybe test out the other one alongside it. Gotta make some decisions on what pieces of kit I want to actually hold on to versus send back. It'd be good to get some stuff moving back. I will be right back. I'm gonna bring over some stuff. Back in a second. And back. Oh, I don't even know if this is gonna fly. It might fly. This may be sufficient. This may be just enough to get her done. Oh god, there's so much dust. Should probably have grab the vacuum cleaner and dust this thing out proper. I'll be right back. looking out for anything. Shopping today? Question mark. Fuck, this thing pardon my French, this thing keeps freaking out. I'm trying to dictate to it. Oh, and photos. Let's take a look, thank you. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm going to do this. Breadboard right there. And breadboard right over there. Next to all the other stuff. And yeah, just rewrite it a little bit. I don't play around with that thing enough these days. Oops, kicking stuff over. So before I get to cleaning this thing up, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time with all that back in that quadrant. Yeah, this is cool. I like this. We can deal with this. And we're gonna build right over here. Clean up some space so I don't break anything I don't intend to break. It is, as always, a little chaotic here. That's what happens when you have things that are working in progress. Ooh, alright. Cover up my PI real quick. Avoid PI leaks. Alright. I have no idea what the shot looks like, but I think it's good enough. So, previously I function checked this. I know that this board will light up. Let me build a little further on it. The objective today is to evaluate it as, whoa, potentially replacement for this rig. And this rig that I'm presently playing around with, this is my workstation. Or this was my workstation, excuse me. This is now, it has been demoted for some time to, not even demoted, it's just been tasked as simply a streaming rig. Nothing else, because it's garbage. It's garbage, I think it's cursed. I say I think it's cursed because I've spent quite a bit of time with computers in my life, and yeah, I think this one's cursed. So I'm pretty happy to get rid of it and see if this one will handle the duties that this guy's presently taking care of. So should stand up fine. This is the workload. Oh, it wasn't even secured there. Cool. My GPU. Old, but gold. Fanless. Because that's how we roll. And we've already got a problem. Unless I'm tripping. No, yeah, I'm tripping. I'm silly. Don't take directions from me. Alright. Capture card. Be nice to have a label maker or a permanent marker. This is okay. We can deal with this. Yeah, this is fine. My very first ever capture card. Still kicking. And, you know, we could go a step further too. Definitely. Go a step further and take a quick look at the shot here. Where are we at? I don't mind the delay. Yeah, this I can deal with. This is fine. It's good enough. It's not perfect. I might actually back things up a little bit just to give myself more wiggle room. Now my cord is getting in the way. Alright, well, if we lose power, so be it. Okay, so going a step further, let's also go ahead and see if we can just run everything off of it. Why not? Full test. Oh, that's interesting. SATA 3 and SATA 6, huh? Okay, what else we got? We got this HDMI cable that is presently doing what? What is this one doing for me? This one was running over to what now? Oh, okay. This one I was running over to my camera. Reevaluate cable lengths. While everything's torn apart. I'll be able to retask. I'll just throw it here. power. Was tweezer. Tweezer's right here. Makes it easy. I don't have to fight it. PCIe, don't need. Goal for cleanliness. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I could jack in some peripherals just to be doubly sure everything's covered. Let me grab my other keyboard. And like that, I've got a set of peripherals. All right. The switch, giving power to the board, and finally, let me get this display on so I can see what's going on. Get visual. And ready to short. Front panel. And we have power. Looking for a screen. It's getting signal. Yep. 2 keyboards, 2 mice, and 3 hubs, eh? Let's go ahead and enter setup. See what's up. First of all, the present time is actually 8:45-ish, 8:44. But we'll set it to 40, Oh, it's almost 8:44. 0 seconds and saving in 5. Oh, sorry, no, it's fine. I'm not kidding. XMP, this profile 1, why not? I don't know what the heck the deal is here. I gotta check the RAM or see if it's running as it ought to. Let's set that silent. Why not? Because we can. System performance, normal, sure. Boot priority, Windows Boot Manager on the drive. That's great. Shortcuts. Advanced mode. Sure, let's enter it. Date time set. I'm a little confused. Target DRAM free speed 1333. I gotta verify these. Haircutter, yeah, I'll let you know. I'll keep you in. I'll let you know. Yes, sir. Can do, friend. No, I'm looking out for it. This is actually rated for 1600. So I should not accept this non-1600 speeds. Yeah, I may as well run this profile and just call it a day. Yeah. The rest of this stuff I'm not going to sweat right now. Go ahead and my favorites. Save changes and reset. Yeah. Running the XMP profile, bump the fan profile over to silent, and set date time. How cool is that? Does it count? Blacklisted reason. Oh, nice. Nice, they have a spam, anti-spam feature on that bot, that's great. See, I don't even have to do anything. I love that. The less I have to do, the better. Oh, that looks decent. All right. Getting ready, it says. In the past, I've always done clean installs, but if I can just get up and running again without having to do all that, I'm pretty happy to do that, because I'm lazy. Why make more work for myself? What am I? A machine? Just made to work? Is this my function? And sweet. Let's see if I can drop this desk without breaking anything. It's probable. I'm gonna break that, right? This I'm a little concerned about. No, it's not gonna break that. That's fine. I can see. I can see well enough. That's all that matters. For me, anyhow. Yeah, sweet. Should go ahead and bring this thing online. Online. Whoa, gotta be really careful. I put a slightest bit of pressure on this corner of my toe. Don't want to be destroying components until we're ready to retire them. And even then, what do they say? One man's trash, the next man's treasure? Cool. This stuff especially. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Alright, plugged in. Now we're back online. And I see myself. Hey, presto. Great. I wonder how my system utilization is. Oh, that's not great. I wonder what that's about. %, CPU utilization on what? I'm not even getting you to encode anything right now. Is encoding load all over here? It's not on the, it should be pushed out to the GPU. That's not, I don't like that. That's a little troublesome. 100% utilization right now, you're kidding me. That's weird. Wonder why. Why is it so high? It may not be suitable. May not be cut out for the task. Give it some time, but that's not encouraging. I don't like that. I don't like that it's sitting at 100. Hey Google, turn on the fan.
Okay, turning fan on.
Alright, now it's at roughly 50% utilization. You go ahead and plug in a webcam and see what it does. Bring a webcam in to mix. That's this one. Definitely a webcam. Take a little space, get this out of the way. Not too worried. I'm not sure which device that is, but we'll find it. Let's say transition over here. Is that the head-on? Yes, it is. Alright, how we doing? 67%, 65%. What if I tried sending all of this out? I think it is right now. I think it is sending it out. Yeah, it's doing a send. It's gotta be, right? Tools. Check that. What if I set this main and output on? No, what's it gonna do? Nice. No, it's heavy utilization. Right, wow, it's floating up to 100. Oh, it just hit 100. Okay. I can't do that. Can it? You might be able to. It's just like it chokes for a little bit and then it's okay. Holding frames. That check. That's freaking out. Or my other computer's freaking out. Let me do this real quick. Kill the main output. Just way back down again. I don't actually see everything. But it's oh, okay. Now everything looks smooth. So checks. I know what I can do. Use this for testing. Maybe. Question mark, I'm not actually sure. Let's see. Excuse me. NDI runtime not found. Let's grab. It's not there yet. That's weird. CPU unsupported by NDI library module won't load. Awesome. Yeah, growing pains. Sometimes you can't run the latest and greatest. I expected some growing pains. Anyway, I don't actually know just I suppose the thing to do here is just to really test this thing. Just like use it like I normally would, and then see if it chokes. Because I don't. My hunch though is that I'm actually worse off using this than I am using this. That's my hunch. Just looking how this is shaking up so far. Looking at the present load. But I'd like to test. I like certainty on it. Hey, Nugget. Hey, Paul. Hey, buddy. It's like a minefield here, huh? nice, my cat like dog. Oh yeah, that was really impressive. You managed not to step on too much. Good job, Paul Lightfoot. It's a hunch. It's a hunch. Oh yeah. Are you going, kid? You gotta do something. I don't know what's going on there. I can tell you I want to brush your teeth though. It's overdue. It's embarrassing how long I've let your teeth go. I'm sorry. Did I build this? Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not particularly proud of it. It's a great cooler though. It's an excellent cooler. This rig, back when I built it, I would say I was pretty pleased. It definitely hit my design objectives for it. It was quiet. It was quiet and I had enough power, or so I thought. It seemed to have enough power, but it's, yeah. You know what? I did an alright job. I did alright. I'm gonna talk about a PC case. This is a great case. Oh, are you talking about this one? On the floor? I'm not even on the floor. This one I'm just testing, I'm evaluating. I'm wondering though, like, what is the... I think I'm gonna have to just plug everything up into the other one and do an AB, a proper AB. That'd be the... It's quick and dirty enough. It's only a few cables to move over. I can do it. I'm not so lazy that I can't do that. I don't have a great feeling about this. I've got my suspicions. I've got my strong suspicions here. 66, like it's hovering at around, right now 65% utilization. Let's see if I try to do this. Induce a little load. Like, great, it doesn't get renamed. That's awesome. It's hovering at 74, 70, 70, 70. Maybe take a screenshot. It'll last longer. So that should have save the screenshot up here for me, but maybe it didn't. Checking settings. Yeah, you're supposed to automatically save screenshots I capture. Well, whatever. I'll take away that load. Drop it. I don't know about these numbers. These aren't great numbers. A little concerned about these numbers. Where's my screenshot? I just hit the button. How come it didn't? I just hit the physical button. What's going on? Weird. Alright. Well, that's there. How come it didn't upload? Freaking computers. Can't stand them. They are the worst. Oops. Screenshots get output, it's not there. Alright, whatever. It's gonna manually save it. Base load. Chrono. Same old. I haven't acquired any new guns. Janiro. Yaniro. Paul's good. He's just off camera. He's laying down just off camera. It's like he knows where the camera's at and he just doesn't fuck with it. Thanksgiving was good here. How was yours? Oh yeah. Yeah, hello. What's up? Hanging in there. Why? Yeah, so did I relate why it was that it was I didn't like how things went down? Because I think in communicating I may have like okay, so yeah. Did I at least relate my I think I related my my frustration with how like you didn't ask for my perspective, right? And so in hindsight, I probably should have just owned it out there up front, and that would have been a loss of fun. Instead, you kind of rushed to his limited perspective. Yeah. Did I say that too? Yeah, he was kind of further off. Right. So part of my frustration was that I think I mentioned it though. was that he was like, yeah, I saw things from my very limited perspective, but you asked to figure out what I had seen, what happened from my end. Like that happened at the time of the incident and also later on. It was annoying. Yeah, like he didn't even try to figure out, hey, what actually went down. Instead it was just like, hey, I reacted to this thing that I had a very limited understanding of, and I'm going to stand by my reaction. Right? In fact, I'm going to fabricate these things like that could have other things that could have gone wrong. Like, hey, people have guns in this country, in Texas. Like, no shit, people here have guns, right? I also know what the law is. Anyway, it was just annoying, but yeah, I'm okay. I talked about it a little bit, kind of digesting what I could have done better. And one of the big takeaways was should have led with my perspective before he decided to butt in with his very limited perspective. His recounting. And then it probably would have helped him to understand the situation with greater context. I was just a little surprised he didn't seek it. Well, I'm learning. How are things for you? You okay? Hello? Yeah? Are you? I'm checking out the market. I'm careful. I'm sure. I mean, you want to come here? Is that what's going on? So you would like to spend some time here, is what you were saying? Oh, right. There is that. Okay. Right. Okay, so you must spend some time here, is what you are saying. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm over here. I'm playing around with computers like I do. You know me. Just playing around with computers. Like I do. Yeah, if I don't have people to work with, it's okay. If I have machines, I'll fuck with the machines a bit. Alright, so about what time? Noonish, you said? Oh, okay, that's gonna be a while. Okay, cool. I'm here. Yeah, all's good? Well, why don't you sound like all is good? No, I would shortcut it by saying, hey, like calling out, you'd never asked for my perspective, you provided your very limited one. No, I'm just gonna call it out, like this is what happened. This is actually what happened, and then it might provide some greater context, right? I mean, part of my frustration was with the whole like, hey, you gotta have him on a leash thing. In the city, I didn't argue, right? I did not argue. I just kind of like, okay, fine. I said nothing, and I just went ahead and did it, right? But it's just, yeah. It's like, how do you deal with confrontation, especially when it's coming from the external world? Like, this is just like, you've got your party. What are you gonna do with your party?
How do you relate with your party when it comes to conflict? So, I mean, I know Mom was kind of upset. She was like, "Oh yeah, you know, you're just gonna, I'm bad," she said. And I also wanted to talk to her a little, and it's like, no, it's not quite so simple. You're good, you're bad, whatever. No. It's very rarely is it ever like that.
And this is a bad character. What's that mean? I don't like how they behave towards me in this one particular scenario. Are they truly bad? Oh, whatever.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I mean, when you get over here, I suppose, you know. Until then, I'll just focus on building my rig, spending time with my computer. Cool. Cool, okay. Bye. Like mechanic stuff. Okay, so this is an interesting observation. I think it's an interesting observation. This rig, the one that I built, requires the 8-pin Helio for the CPU, not the 4. So it's a little more modern. It's definitely a little more modern than another one. It's got twice the core count at least. Maybe that makes all the difference. Freaking low-end computers. Jeeves. A long phone call? Was it really? That feel long to you? Didn't feel so long to me. I don't keep track of time all the time. If I'm getting paid by the hour, I keep track of time. Otherwise, it's just like, why should I keep track of it so much? Then again, I am wearing a wristwatch, so for what it's worth. Okay. Let's fire this cocksucker up. Do I have peripherals going to this guy? Maybe not. Bring in a keyboard just to be safe. Keyboard across the PS2. Oh, your PC ran into a problem that needs to restart. ASIO.sys. Blue screen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it gonna keep on blue screening on me? Is this gonna be more complicated than I thought it would be? I hope not. I've got other things I'd like to do today. Instead of fighting a computer. Yeti beater? Alright, it's good to be back. Fucking hell, another one. God. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. It's not looking good. It's not off to a great start here. What could it be? What could be driving this? Why am I getting a blue screen? All my last boot was clean. Whatever 36 means.
That's nice. Why? Shit. When in doubt, turn it off and then turn it back on again. $36. $36 it says. No display right now. Yeah, shit, fuck. Why would it cock up? So what happened earlier, I used this, like I connected all of the stuff over to a Windows rig, which I don't know, is that on camera? I can't tell. Booted up fine, it took a little bit of time. Yeah, they say not to do that. Swapping between AMD rigs and Intel rigs like that. That's the whole clean install thing. Boom, okay, automatically powered off, that's nice. Didn't work this time. 36. I wonder what 36 means. Should I RTFM to figure out what 36 means? Or should I get mad at it and set the entire thing on fire? Sometimes you just gotta set everything on fire. This may be one of those times. This is low on gas, great. Fucking Murphy, I swear.